Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving deep inside our own nervous system for a story about incredible speed, devastating damage, and most importantly, some real scientific hope.
So, let's kick things off with a question, because honestly, the answer is the key to this entire story. What exactly is our body's high-speed internet?
Well, the answer is a fatty substance called myelin. I want you to think of it like the sleek, high-tech insulation wrapped around all the wiring in your body. It's this incredible material that lets you think, move, and feel, literally, in the blink of an eye. And just how fast are we talking? Well, with that myelin sheath fully intact, your nerve signals can blast along at 430 kilometers per hour. That is faster than the world's fastest bullet trains. Just incredible.
But what happens if that insulation gets stripped away? That very same signal slows to a crawl, just 1.6 kilometers per hour. The message barely even gets through. And that dramatic slowdown, that's the absolute core of the problem in multiple sclerosis.
All right, so to really get what goes wrong, we first have to appreciate what it looks like when it's all working perfectly. Let's take a look at the nervous system's superhighway.
You know, what's truly amazing is that myelin isn't just some passive coating. Not at all. It's actually playing three critical roles at once. Of course, it's the high-speed conductor, but it's also a physical protector, literally shielding the delicate nerve fiber inside. And what scientists are just now figuring out is that it's an active controller helping manage the flow of information across the brain. It's an intelligent, active part of the whole system.
But what happens when the body's own defense system turns against this supercritical infrastructure? This is really the heart of the conflict in MS. The system begins to attack itself.
Multiple sclerosis is what's known as an autoimmune disease. To put it simply, the body's own security team, its immune system, gets its signals completely crossed. It mistakes that vital myelin for a dangerous intruder and just launches an all-out assault.
And the consequences of this attack are direct and they're severe. Signals get slowed way down or even stopped cold. The nerve fibers underneath are left exposed and can be permanently damaged, which leads to a whole host of symptoms. And, you know, the mystery just keeps getting deeper. Scientists are now even finding these surprising links between MS and specific bacteria living in our gut.
Okay, but here's where the story takes this really fascinating turn. Our bodies aren't helpless in this fight. It actually has its own dedicated repair crew, ready to go. The big problem is, over time, this repairman starts to fail.
I mean, the body's natural repair process is just amazing. When there's damage, the nerves send out an SOS signal. In response, these special stem cells rush to the scene. Once they get there, they transform into the master craftsmen of the nervous system, these cells called oligodendrocytes, and they immediately get to work, spitting a brand new myelin sheath around the nerve. It's this incredible built-in fix-it system.
So, if the body knows how to fix itself, what's the problem? Well, even though this repair process works pretty well in the beginning, over time, it just gets completely overwhelmed. The tough reality is that in the long run, only about 20% of the damage actually gets fixed. The vast majority, 80%, remains.
So why does the repair crew essentially give up? Well, it turns out it's a perfect storm of a few things. The stem cells eventually stop listening to those distress calls. Constant chronic inflammation just blocks the whole process. Debris from old damaged myelin kind of clogs up the whole worksite. And sometimes, the repair cells themselves are just destroyed in the friendly fire.
The body's repair crew is overwhelmed. They just can't finish the job. So, what do? Well, this is where our story pivots from the problem to the solution. It's time to call in the scientists.
This right here, this is the absolute game-changing idea in modern MS research. Instead of only trying to stop the attacks, the new frontier is all about boosting the body's own natural repair system. The goal isn't just to play defense, it's to reactivate that repair crew that's gone dormant.
And this idea has sparked some absolutely incredible research. Scientists are now testing a whole toolbox of different approaches. You've got drugs like clemastine, which basically gives those stem cells a little nudge to get to work. Then there's metformin, which helps those cells renew themselves. They're even repurposing drugs from totally different fields, like the cancer drug bexaroten. Each one is like a different key, all trying to unlock the exact same door to repair.
So why does this matter so much? Why is repair such a big deal?
Because a successful repair strategy isn't just about patching things up. It is a total game changer. It protects those nerve fibers from being lost forever. It holds the real promise of actually restoring functions that were lost, like improving vision or movement. And ultimately, it could be the key to slowing or maybe even stopping the progression of the disease for good.
So, what does all of this really mean for the future? Well, this new era of research, focusing squarely on repair, is creating what so many believe is a new and very tangible sense of hope.
This slide really gets to the heart of the new strategy. For decades, MS treatment was basically all about playing defense. Just stop the immune system's attacks. But now, the goal is so much bigger. It's about playing both defense and offense. Yes, you stop the attack, but you also actively work to rebuild what was lost.
And all this leads to a much more complete vision for treatment in the future. The idea is to combine therapies, maybe one drug to stop the inflammation and another to kickstart repair. It means taking a holistic approach, looking at medication, rehab, diet, even gut health, all together. Because the ultimate goal isn't just to manage a disease, it's to restore abilities and to fundamentally improve a person's quality of life.
Which brings us to this final, powerful question. With science now focused not just on halting damage, but on actively rebuilding it, are we on the edge of a future where the progression of MS can finally be stopped? For the first time, there is real, tangible reason to hope that the answer might just be yes.